Why do you have to be smart? And then all of a sudden you're maybe not beautiful and you're nice, or maybe you're not either one of those and you're just smart. Like, I was like, why do we have to choose? Like, I want it all, baby. Welcome to today's #Real Talk. And today is a little different. It is not coffee break. Today is tea time. So I am so excited. I'm here with one of my favorite teas. I will have the details, of course, below, the purchase information below, as I always do for you guys. Go make your own, cup of tea if you want to go grab a Starbucks or coffee or anything like that. I'm all about it. I know some people take their tea bags out. I kind of like to sometimes just let it sit in here, especially tea bags like this that are like really pretty looking. Like they have, I can see all little like orange peels and things like that. So go ahead and grab a cute mug. This is perfect for today's video. You're the best, that's right. And like I said, then come back and join me and we'll have some real talk here. So you guys, first and foremost, if you are new to my channel, my name is Heather and I am the founder, owner, and CEO of True Beauty Movement. It is a blog, so trubeautymovement.com, YouTube channel, obviously, and then of course, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and all of that so you can connect to everything from trubeautymovement.com, and I have all the links below. Okay, so you guys, in this video, I do have a giveaway. So before we get started here, I'm going to be giving away one of doTERRA's On Guard Protecting Blend. This is wonderful for boosting your immune system, especially during cold and flu season. It is absolutely wonderful. It is something that is just, it works incredible, and you're going to want to do about 1 to 3 drops in your tea. So again, watch that other video where I really show you step by step, but this is a wonderful oil and it is safe to ingest, and I have it right now in my tea. And I'm also going to be giving you as well, let's see here, it's this tea right here, and this is actually introduced to me from a friend, and it is absolutely wonderful. This has, it kind of like mirrors the same oil there, where both of the oil and the tea, they both have clove, they both have cinnamon, they both have wild orange. And so think of this as like a tea equivalent, and they work so well together, and it's just kind of like a nice, like high quality fabric bag. It's not like, nothing wrong with the cheap paper bags. God knows I have some of those in my cabinet too. I love all types of tea, but it's always nice to have a little bit more of like that kind of fabric. It just always kind of, it has a really nice kind of almost posh feel, and they tend to be more high quality teas as well. So one lucky winner will be getting a box of this tea along with a full size of the On Guard oil. So super exciting. So make sure that you do check out the qualification details below on how to win this prize. I'm really excited to give that out to someone and boost the metabolism and also boost your immune system. Yeah, baby. So you guys, today I really just want to, I was thinking about this, and with, just the new year, and, really it's all about setting goals for yourself and, just being proud to be who you are, setting goals for yourself and accomplishing your goals. What is it that you want to accomplish this new year, right? And as I started thinking about it, I was thinking about just like, my own goals of, being a blogger and, reaching out to you guys and, just how much I've grown, and, it's been incredible, such an incredible journey to kind of leave the corporate America thing and start my own business and, really be fearless, and how much confidence that built for myself. And also, I manage a whole, doTERRA team, and it's just been really cool to see how much I've grown. I feel like one of the biggest things that has really brought me success at a young age and has allowed me to be confident in myself at a young age is reminding myself time and time again the power of, being unique, and the power of, it is a wonderful, wonderful thing to, stand out and be different. And also mixed with kind of the power of, being fearless, of course, in being different and in standing out as you chase after your goals and things like that. So I want to first, share with you, a couple things. The biggest thing that I feel like is the biggest message I want to get out to you guys is, a lot of people think, especially when you're younger and you're like kind of in like middle school or like even in high school, and there's like so much things with like popularity, and there's so many things with like, oh, you want to be accepted, and you want to make sure you don't stand out, because you just like, God forbid, like people like make fun of you for being different or something like that. And, just being now where I'm at and accomplishing what I've accomplished. And of course, now I have a daughter of my own who's, quite young, but still I want to teach her these same things. I want you to really understand that even though sometimes we think that it's one of those things where it's like you don't want to stand out or you don't want to be, different or anything like that, that is what makes you amazing. So the irony of all of that is, even though when we're younger, we're like, oh no, like I don't want to stand out, I want to blend with everyone and this and that. If you really, really hone in on what makes you different and what makes you unique and what makes you different than anyone else out there, whether it's, you know, physical, mental, social, spiritual, emotional, whatever it is, that actually, in my opinion, like that's your secret sauce. Like that is what's going to make you uber, uber successful. Whether you're like me, where you're an entrepreneur and you're a blogger and you really just want to work for yourself and, you know, have your own creative outlet that's really like your baby, or whether you work for someone else, which is also great. And, you know, whatever, you know, floats your boat. But for, you know, for you guys, you know, I feel like the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're standing out, because when you stand out, it's going to, you know, kind of guide you in the direction of who you really are. And if you just kind of start to try to be like everyone else, or you try to, you know, kind of just like blend with the crowd, you're gonna almost kind of get off track with your ultimate happiness and what makes you super unique. So sometimes, like I said, it almost seems like this like negative thing at first, like, oh, you know, I'm different in this way. But I want you just to be thinking about this as you're there, you know, with your tea or with your coffee, with your warm beverage, and we're kind of just, you know, being real here. I want you just to kind of think about this. And if you have a journal, like what I've talked about in some of my other videos, I definitely encourage you to pull out your journal. And I just think that you should just write down, like, what makes me unique? Like, name 3 things that makes you unique. And again, think anything. This could be physical, mental, social, spiritual, emotional. It could be something physically that just makes you stand out from the crowd. It could be something mentally, like the way that you think about things. Do you see the world in a different view? Do you see things differently? Socially, you know, do you stand out? Are you like kind of socially awkward? Are you like one of those people, like for me, when I was growing up, I always felt like I just really loved people and I really loved connecting with people, but I also felt like, and I'm not saying everybody, by the way, but like sometimes it felt like, I don't know, and it probably still feels like this for a lot of people, but it kind of felt like, oh wow, like in order to be like, you know, popular, in order to be cool, and you want to be like beautiful and popular and all these things that we all want to be, but like you kind of have to be like a little bit more like mean or kind of like bitchy, or you kind of have to like maybe talk bad about people or something like that. And I just remember being like, that is like, so that's like not who I am at all. Like, I'm not saying there's not a time and a place where it's like, wow, this really pissed me off when this person did this, or you just have to like vent to a girlfriend like, oh my gosh, this is happening and it's driving me nuts. And of course, you know, we're human and that should happen because that's just life, right? But I feel like, you know, for me, it was just this thing where this overall expectation, like that's the cool thing to do, is to be like kind of, you know, that way. I never felt like I vibed with that. And, you know, again, just opening up to you guys, because that's what I do at my little, you know, tea times and my, my real talk, is, you know, for me, I started realizing as I grew up and as I got older and as I started, you know, experiencing more with life, I started realizing like, wait, like, why do I have to choose? Like, I want to be beautiful and I want to be nice and I want to be smart and I want to be all these things. Like, why do I have to choose to be like the beautiful, like, you know, kind of like the beautiful bitch, right? Or like the beautiful, like, you know, mean one, or and that's like popular but mean to people. Like, that seems really weird to me and like not very inspiring, and that's not going to make a positive difference in the world. Like, what is the point of this? And as I started to really just stay true to that, stay true, right? And really, really just throughout the years, and guys, I was challenged. You know, I worked in the, not only, you know, going through high school, and then I got my 4-year degree in college. I did go to a traditional college. I'm not sure if a lot of you guys know that, but I did get my bachelor's degree where I studied, you know, business marketing. I went on actually theater scholarship because I was really in theater. And then after, it was like a theater academic scholarship. And then after that, I kind of started with like, I think it was journalism and theater. And then I ended up letting go of the theater minor because I got really into the whole women's studies and like, you know, positive, you know, women marketing and all that. And positive female marketing is what I call it. And so then I started really studying like, you know, gender studies, and it was like ultimately business marketing and journalism. That was like, you know, my biggest like calling, because I love writing and I love magazines and just kind of like, this is a virtual magazine for you guys. I love that. Like, that's my heart and soul. I lose track of time when I read magazines and I get like lost and get in my creative space. So I knew that was for me. And then marketing, like business marketing and marketing, is just like second nature to me. I absolutely love it. And it's kind of like the psychology behind business, but it's also like the creative part of business. And I love, love, love being creative. So to me, you know, I did that. And so went through all of that whole journey, interacting with people and, you know, learning to stay true to myself and that vision, right? Hence part of the True Beauty movement, part of the name there. And then after college, I went and got, you know, became a certified professional makeup artist. And that's when I worked with Nordstrom and Bare Minerals, and I traveled, and, you know, it was amazing. But also as you grow further up, and I started growing further up in the industry, and don't get me wrong, it was incredible. I have some of the most amazing memories from that. I loved traveling. I loved my team. I still love them. The people, you know, that were on my team, I love all of them. And we had like a top performing team, and it was unreal. And I still, people that I emphasize in these business or in these videos, or, you know, highlight in my collabs, and, you know, we had people that I worked with in that industry that came to our wedding. I mean, I love some of those people so much. And there's truly some of my closest friends. So that was such a cool, amazing journey, and I'm so grateful for it. That being said, it did test you, you know, in the cosmetic industry that is more physical beauty based. I was like, wait, like, I don't want to just like go up the ladder and like, you know, kind of sell out and be like rude to people, or be like bitchy, or like stab people in the back to like make, I don't know. I just felt like that was not, and I'm not saying every industry that way, or every cosmetic line's that way, or anything like that. I'm not even saying that the lines I worked for that way, because that's just not, it was just a certain, it was like an experience in time where there was a few times where I was tested, and I could have, to put it simply, just totally sold out. I totally could have just been like, all right, like, I'm just going to sell out. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to work my way up the ladder. I'm going to, you know, do this and that. And I just knew, I was like, this isn't for me. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm going to be true to me. Like, I want to, you know, be beautiful, and I want to, you know, learn the latest, you know, makeup techniques. I want to learn the latest skincare techniques, but at the same time, I want to still empower women and empower girls, and, you know, show them what true beauty is all about. So that was really where a lot of the passion, right? You can see that journey of where that passion came from. And of course, I'll be sharing more of my journey, you know, in more of these videos with you guys, but I want you to kind of see that connection there, and how I could have sold out, but I was always just true to myself, and it ended up making me unique. It ended up becoming my unique brand, right? How I'm able to reach you guys and hopefully make a positive difference in the world, right? By continuing to stay true to myself. And by the way, happier than ever, because I have way more freedom than I would have had having like the corner office in some big city. I can like work from home, go to the beach when I want. Like, it's awesome. So by not selling out, I'm much happier too. And so then, you know, I started working for a magazine, a health magazine, as their online editor, and that was phenomenal, and I grew real quick up to their marketing director, so the whole marketing thing, of course, and that was really fun. I got to do my writing, I got to do like my marketing, I got to sell some ad space. Like, it was like this mixture of roles, and it was wonderful, and you wore a lot of hats in that role, and I absolutely loved that position, actually. And then when we moved to LA, I was able to work from home and do a lot of that, and of course really just get lost in my writing, and that was just my heart and soul is my writing, right? And that's just what puts me in my zen place, and creative and all this fun stuff. So that was really fun, but there was definitely times, where I was tested, and had to kind of really stay true to myself and be like, you know, yeah, I just really feel like I need to reassess, or like, you know, stay on my right track or whatever. And I remember when we, you know, moved, I remember just talking to my husband and being like, hey, you're gonna, well, he wasn't my husband at the time. We were dating, and then I think we were maybe engaged at this point. And I was like, hey, you're gonna think I'm crazy, because I know that I left cosmetics and took a 50% pay cut to work for a magazine, because true story, I really did. That's another video. And then I worked my way back up, right? So making more money again. And then I was like, I want to quit again, and I want to become a certified yoga teacher and start my own business. And my husband's very, very supportive, and he just believes in me, and he's been amazing, and he's my rock, you know, and he just has always known that he's like, babe, you'll make it no matter what, because you just put so much heart into what you do. And I was like, oh, thank you. And so I just was really, really scared, and it was a little nerve-wracking, but I did it. I totally did it. And we ended up moving. It was kind of crazy. We were like planning a wedding, and there was a lot going on. And I became a certified yoga teacher and kind of built that, started building my yoga studio, and, you know, incorporating doTERRA essential oils. And I was like, I know I'm supposed to blog. Like, I know I'm supposed to do this. And I know I'm supposed to empower women on like a mass level and do what I always knew I was supposed to do, whether it was in the cosmetic industry, you know, in the, you know, the makeup world, whether it was in the magazine industry, you know, through articles, or whether it was the, through yoga or through blogging. It's always been that same underlying message. It's always been that same, where my heart is, like where my soul is, where it's like truly my calling, right? So I want you to know that, you know, notice that quick kind of big picture of my own journey, and I'm not even giving you all the little loops and turns and all of that I've experienced. I'm trying to give you kind of an overview of that just to really visualize it. But think about how many times I was challenged, or how many times I was, you know, the universe or people were kind of like, you know, oh, like, are you really that way? Or, oh, okay, like, you know, but what about this? Like, what if you do this, you'll be like, you know, maybe, I don't know, get a promotion or whatever, right? And I just had to really learn, like, that I'm not going to sell out. Like, that is who I am. That is who I am at the core of core. And like, I know who I am, and I believe in who I am and my mission and what makes me unique. And I believe that ultimately that's what's going to, you know, not only make me stand apart from people, but hopefully make a positive difference in the world of something we really, really need, especially in the beauty industry. So to me, it's one of those things where it's been kind of ironic, where it's the thing that's always kind of sometimes felt almost like a little bit of a challenge, where I've had to like stand up for myself and kind of, you know, just kind of stay true to myself in different circumstances and almost like fight for that like kind of like little girl within that's like known, like this is the right way to be. It's almost like in the end, that's been the thing that's almost ultimately rewarding me for, you know, doing what I really love and having the freedom that I have in my career and creating the abundance that I can create and all of that. And so I just want this to inspire you that sometimes we can feel insecure about different things in our life, and we can feel like, especially nowadays with social media and blogging and all of that. And like I've talked about this on other videos, you know, everyone's Insta theme is perfect and everyone's life looks perfect and all of that. And, you know, first and foremost, you know, do realize that people work really hard for the life that they have. And it's important to, you know, obviously do your best to really express your gratitude. Like I've talked about in other videos, define what you want and go after it fearlessly, right? So, you know, upgrade your own standards and your own expectations for your life and go after it with full confidence. But that being said, you know, realize that, you know, people put on a facade on social media and stuff like that. I really, really aim to be super, super real with you, like as real as possible in all my YouTube videos and all of my live videos and all my photographs and all my captions. I mean, that's just who I am. And that's just also just, I don't know, I can't even understand or imagine being anything different. But I just want you to understand that I realize a lot of the things online are not so much that way. And I'm not trying to sit here and act like mine's like holier than thou. I'm just saying a lot of it's all about being, you know, perfect, or all about being, blending in or doing the cool thing. And I want you to realize that it's the things that make you really unique, and that thing that you sometimes like always come back to. That's really like your calling. And that is really something for you of like, I want you to just, I don't necessarily have the answer for you in this video. It's probably something we're going to be like, think of like a flower, right? We're like peeling away the layers. And by the way, that is when, you know, I'm a certified yoga teacher, that's one of the things we learn. One of the very first things that we learn when you get certified in yoga. And I was certified by the most incredible training program through the Yoga Alliance, but the most amazing teachers that had studied in India and all that. I mean, it was like legit, real deal. It was amazing, amazing training. And one of the first things you learn that I didn't even know, and I had practiced yoga forever, for years and years before I got certified. And yoga means yoke in Sanskrit. Sanskrit's like an ancient language that we, you know, use in yoga. Like we hear things like Tadasana, like those are different, you know, words for postures in Sanskrit. So yoga in Sanskrit actually means yoke. And the whole idea of yoke is because yoga is all about, even though people think it's like, oh, it's fitness and this and that, it's actually a meditation. And then it's a moving form of a meditation. And the whole idea, and I often call it like yoga therapy when I teach you guys my free virtual yoga classes, but the whole idea is to peel away all the layers and kind of all the crap and all the stuff that we, you know, we let insecurities and experiences like kind of shape who we are. And it allows us to peel away all those layers and discover and rediscover our truest self, right? So that's really what I want to challenge you, whether you're writing in a journal, whether it's just something you watch this video and you're like, okay, I'm kind of like inspired to think about that. I just want you to be thinking about what really makes you different? You know, what is your branding, right? And maybe you're like me, maybe you want to create a blog. I applaud that. I would love to do a video for you guys like on how to create a blog, or like how to create a successful blog, YouTube channel, how to create thumbnails, how to create an Insta theme, an editorial calendar. So if you guys are interested in that, if you're interested in blogging, you know, let me know, comment below and let me know if that's a video you're interested in having me do, and I would be happy to do it. I definitely always want to give you guys, you know, kind of what you're looking for, what's going to inspire you guys. But maybe you're not. Maybe you want to be a lawyer. Maybe you want to be an actress. Maybe you want to be a singer. Maybe you want to be an accountant. Maybe you want to be a fashion designer or a professional makeup artist, or a number of things I haven't named. I just want you to be really thinking about, number one, you know, don't let other people, whether it's parents, whether it's family, friends, you know, significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, like, don't let other people influence your path. Make sure you're always reflecting on, you know, who you really are and what you really want and what always comes up for you, because I'm telling you, you will save so much time. So you guys, I really hope that, you know, this video is really inspiring for you guys. I don't really plan these real talk videos at all. I don't really plan a lot of my videos. I like them to be super real and just like spontaneous. I sometimes, like, for the makeup ones, will have like an idea and stuff like that of course what I'm going to cover. But I like the real talk to kind of be where I can just kind of be tangenty and kind of be, you know, almost like a diary with you guys and just be super real. And my goal is, if it just inspires, I mean, like, one person to be more true to yourself, or to get on your path, then to me, like, my job is done. So I really hope that this video really just inspired you. Make sure that you do kind of cozy up to your tea, and just remember that in this new year, be inspired by all these different things on social media, whether it's bloggers, Instagram, all this stuff. But remember, at the end of the day, you know, be true to you. And that's what it is all about. And everything else falls into place. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'm going to go ahead and put down my little tea. I need to sip the rest of this. I was like, in my zone. I didn't have enough tea on this one. But I do want to remind you guys, of course, this yumminess here. So the tea here that boosts the metabolism and the immune system that I am drinking right now, it's one of my keys to boosting my metabolism and weight loss. And then also the On Guard, the doTERRA On Guard oil that I put in my tea, that also boosts the immune system and also boosts the metabolism as well, that I'm giving these away to one lucky winner. So make sure that you do follow me, subscribe, and make sure you check out all of the details below on how to win that fabulous giveaway. I'm excited to give that to someone. I love my tea around here. And you guys, thank you so much for your support. As always, I just love doing this. I love connecting with you guys. This is just so much fun for me, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that I get to do what I love and just totally be like in my creative zone, in my element. So your support means more than you guys know. So keep on liking, keep on subscribing, keep on following. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. All the information is below for you. And until next time, be balanced, be true, and be proud to be you. See you later, guys.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today's True Beauty Quick Tip. If you like what you see, and for more confidence building tips on how to be a beauty from the inside out, remember to subscribe to our channel and connect with us at trubeautymovement.com. That's TRU without the E, Beauty Movement. Love you guys. Until next time, remember, be balanced, be true, and proud to be you.